And when you absolutely can't leave the project, we can deliver to your job site as soon as same day. Lowe's knows pros. We help, you save. Valid on eligible in-stock.
Here's a look at your weather forecast, powered by weatherology.com. High temperatures reach up to 47 today, under overcast skies with scattered thunderstorms likely. Northerly winds 15 to 20 miles per hour. Cloudy skies tonight, chance for scattered showers 32. Cloudy tomorrow, chance for mixed precipitation 43. Turning warmer Monday and Tuesday with highs from the lower 50s to the upper 60s. Chance for scattered rain showers Tuesday. And that's your forecast. I'm meteorologist Paul Frobley. Currently, it's 43 degrees.
Hastings College baseball is on the air. And this is In the Dugout. Brought to you by Tom Dinsdale Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Located at 2800 Osborne Drive East in Hastings. Now let's go to the field for today's game.
And good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Duncan Field in Hastings. We've got Hastings College baseball on the air here this afternoon, despite the cold weather, despite the threat of rain and snow today. We've got games 3 and 4 of the series between the Broncos and the Northwestern Red Raiders, a team in here out of Orange City, Iowa. A tale of 2 ball games yesterday in the first 2 games of the series. Northwestern wins the first ball game by a score of 7-0 over the Broncos. Hastings had only 2 base hits in the ball game. They had only 4 base runners in that first contest. They had a couple of base hits and a couple of walks as Drew Dykstra shut the Broncos down. He struck out 6 and walked only 2, gave up the 2 base hits. And, of course, no runs. Drew Dykstra, one of the best pitchers not only in the conference but the nation. And he put his talents on display yesterday and shut the Broncos down in the opener, with Northwestern winning by the score of 7-0. In the nightcap, it was a different story. 2 teams combined for 34 base hits in the ball game and 17 runs. Hastings was able to beat Northwestern in game number 2. Final score of 11-6. Last night, the Broncos had 11 runs on 18 base hits and no errors. Northwestern was 6 runs, 16 base hits, and no errors. Marcus Miller got the win for the Broncos. He went the first 6 innings in the ball game last night. He gave up 3 runs and 11 base hits with a couple of walks and 3 strikeouts in the ball game. So the Broncos won game number 2 last night by a score of 11-6. So Northwestern sitting at 16-10 on the season. They're now 5-5 in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. Hastings coming in a mark of 6 wins and 18 losses. They are 3-7 in conference play. Weather-wise, game time, 48 degrees. Doesn't feel like 48 degrees. We've got north winds at 16 miles per hour. The feels like temperature is sitting at 33 degrees. We expect rain to start here by 1 o'clock, they tell us this afternoon. We could even see some snow showers later on in the day. So hopefully we're going to try to get at least 1 game in today, maybe 2, as Northwestern and Hastings getting ready to square off here this afternoon. We'll come back and talk with the coach as our Dugout Show continues. You are listening to Bronco Baseball.
There's a noticeable difference when you walk into Tom Dinsdale CDJR in Hastings. You can't miss the exceptional customer service that we're known for, or the huge emphasis we place on providing unsurpassed vehicle service with experienced technicians and quality parts. And of course, we think big when it comes to giving back to the community that has supported us for so many years. At Tom Dinsdale, we take tremendous pride in serving our friends, family, and neighbors throughout central Nebraska. See for yourself. Stop by Dinsdale CDJR today.
Well, Coach, yesterday, kind of a tale between the 2 ball games. Not a lot of offense in game 1, whole lot of offense in game 2.
Yeah, no, they shut us down game 1. Obviously, there's a reason why he leads the nation in ERA. So, I mean, we just couldn't make adjustments to get to him, and they swung the bats well. But game 2, we came out swinging, and Marcus Miller gave us a good outing on the mound, gave us a chance to stay in the game, and had some good relief pitching behind him, so it all worked out for us.
We talked about consistency all year long, and that's been the case. We just didn't have the 6 in game 1, and the 6 came alive in game 2.
Yeah, I mean that's one thing we talked about yesterday. We got to have that consistency. We've been like I said before, flip a coin on what team's going to show up. And today's a big one. I mean, like to get one game in today with the weather. I don't know if 2 is going to be possible. So his first game is going to be a huge one. And with Albert Broussard on the mound, we're feeling pretty good about it.
James Velasquez yesterday through game number 1, and he's kind of in a rut right now. He's got to some terrible starts there recently, and yesterday was no different.
Yeah, definitely didn't have his best stuff, but James goes out there and he competes. Whether or not, even when I took him out of the game, he fought me on it. He didn't want to come out, but he didn't have his best stuff, and we weren't hitting, so there's no reason in running him up more innings and more pitches, and it was just we have not scored a lot of runs for him, and so when that happens, that makes him put more pressure on himself to make better pitches, and then just gets behind in the count, and so we just got to make sure we give him an advantage when he's pitching. Score some runs early so he can relax and pitch his game.
Fichtner came out with a pen in both games and threw some great innings for you, kind of saved the day in game 2.
Yeah, he's one bright spot in the bullpen that we have been able to rely on and count on, and you know what? He never gets too high, too low. He doesn't get base hits or walks. Let him affect him. He stays focused, and so far this year, he's really done a great job for us.
Top of the order for Northwestern was unbelievable yesterday. They hammered out to several base hits in the top of the order. Going to have to control that a little bit better today.
Well, the deal is, these guys can hit, and they're good on. The thing we've got to do is prevent them from scoring. I thought we did a pretty good job of that yesterday. It's a tough lineup, and we got to be able to make our pitches and get ahead of the count and make them hit our pitches.
Our pitching plans for us today.
We got Albert Broussard going game 1, be his first start. Like I said yesterday, he's coming off a little preseason injury, some soreness, and he's been doing well out of the pen the last 2 outings. So, I think he's going to be one of our big arms the next few years. And then we got Alex Wilson going game 2, who's pitched well for us, freshman, but he's given us innings this year and given us chances to win ball games, compete. So hopefully, for sure, get one game in today and get that win, and then, just see if we can get another one after that.
All right,
Thank you.
You've been listening to In the Dugout, brought to you by Tom Dinsdale Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, located at 2800 Osborne Drive East in Hastings. Stay tuned. Hastings College Play-by-Play is up next on your exclusive home for Broncos sports, Extreme Sports.
With the spring weather upon us, Bob Sass Flowers has everything you need to feel that spring sunshine in your home. Colorful spring silks, spring-scented candles, and spring home decor. Springtime also brings high school proms. We offer custom corsage, boutonnieres, and handheld bouquets. Call us today to order yours. Located at 2618 West 2nd in Hastings, serving Hastings since 1955.
Need a power boost after a serious workout? Stick with the original recovery drink. Highland Dairy's chocolate milk contains 13 essential nutrients, including protein and electrolytes, helping you build muscle and hydrate better than water. Our Chocolicious milk is perfect for building healthy bones in little ones and maintaining bone health in adults. It's chocolate milk with no artificial growth hormones, and it's locally made, so you know you're getting the best for your body. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
The weather is warming up, and that means only one thing. It's baseball season. Whether it's Hastings High, Adams Central, or Hastings College baseball this spring, you'll be able to catch the action on Extreme Sports. And this summer, Extreme Sports will be the exclusive voice for Hastings American Legion baseball. Whether it's Hastings 5 Points Bank, Hastings Johnson Imperial Homes, or Hastings Runza, all the big games will be right here. Listen online at x-streamsports.com, on your smartphone with our free mobile app, or on your Alexa-enabled smart speaker. Just say, Alexa, play Extreme Sports. Central Nebraska's new line at x-streamsports.com on your smartphone with our free mobile app, or on your Alexa-enabled smart speaker. Just say, "Alexa, play Extreme Sports." Central Nebraska's new home for sports is Extreme Sports. Hastings College Baseball is brought to you by the Family Medical Center of Hastings, your family's home for healthcare. By Bob Sass Flowers, 2618 West 2nd, serving Hastings since 1955. By Tom Dinsdale Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, located at 2800 Osborne Drive East in Hastings. By Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill, enjoy great food, good service, and a warm, friendly atmosphere at 2017 West 2nd. By Ruts Heating and Air, your York Midwest dealer in Hastings and Kearney. By Industrial Irrigation, reliable horsepower since 1955. By Bosselman Energy, a fuel supplier and distributor offering gas, diesel, aviation fuel, biodiesel, ethanol, and propane. By the Livingston Butler Vullen Funeral Home and Cremation Center of Hastings. By Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. By Highland Dairy. And by Teammates of Nebraska.
Again, welcome back to Duncan Field here in Hastings, getting set for Bronco baseball here this afternoon. Despite the cold weather, the rainy conditions, we've got a doubleheader planned for today. We'll see how far we get here this afternoon as the Broncos get ready to take on the Red Raiders of Northwestern. Northwestern 16-10 in the season, 5-5 in the conference. Hastings at 6-18. They're 3-7 in conference play. Right now, the playing of the national anthem as we get set for baseball today on Extreme Sports. All right, let's play baseball, shall we? Hastings and Northwestern here today. There's only one other game going on in the conference today, and that game is actually moved from Mitchell, South Dakota, down to Nebraska in Crete today. Dakota Wesleyan is playing at Doane. Hastings here at home against the Northwestern Red Raiders. Yesterday in the conference, Briar Cliff took 2 from Doane, winning 15-9 and 13-3. It was Dordt and Mount Marty playing yesterday. Dordt taking 2 from the Lancers, 3-0 and 9-5. Concordia played host to Waldorf and won 2 games, 15-9 and 21-5. Morningside and Midland, they split a pair of games. Morningside won the first game 7-6. Midland won the second game 10-5. Hastings and Northwestern splitting 2 games yesterday. Northwestern winning the first game 7-0. The Broncos winning the nightcap by a score of 11-6. Albert Broussard is going to be the pitcher for Hastings here in game number 1. He's been on the injured list and is now just getting back into the rotation. Does not have a decision so far this year. His ERA is sitting at 3.86. He's thrown only 2 1/3 innings since coming off of his injury. He's given up 3 hits and 1 run. 1 run was earned, 1 base on balls and 3 strikeouts. Teams are batting .300 against him. So Albert Broussard, a right-handed thrower, is going to be on the hill for the Broncos here in game number 1. Defensively for Hastings in this ball game, Jared Delgado will be behind the plate. Colton Wren will be your third baseman. Jace Valdez will be at shortstop. Alistair Descartes will be your second baseman. It'll be Elijah Merritt over there at first base today for Hastings. Mason Mauser will be out in left field. Jaden Stone will be out in center field, and Tristan Martinez will be your right fielder. So Northwestern will come to the plate here in the bottom or top of the first inning. This will be the 7-inning ball game here. And if we get around to the second ball game, it'll be a 9-inning affair here this afternoon. Again, they're going to make a determination following the first ball game on whether to play the second one here today. But we got the first one, and the ball game is underway as Luke Robolaski is going to come to the plate here. First pitch, by the way, is going to be outside and down low for a ball. Luke yesterday was a tear for the Red Raiders in the 2 ball games against Hastings. He was 7 out of 11 from the plate. 7 out of 11 from the plate with 3 runs scored, 3 RBIs, and a couple of strikeouts. He takes a swing there and a swing and a miss. And the count down 2 balls and 1 strike to Luke Robolaski. Leading things off, he's got a .506 batting average now on the season. He raised his batting average by about 20 points yesterday. There's a strike there, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Luke so far has got 43 base hits in 85 trips to the plate. He has scored 31 runs. He's got 6 doubles and 3 home runs to his credit. Next pitch by Broussard is going to be outside for a ball. Luke also leads the team in total bases with 58. He's got 17 base on balls and 15 strikeouts so far this season. There's a swing and a miss there, and a big strikeout to begin the ball game by Broussard as he strikes out the leading hitter for Northwestern to begin the ball game. So the first strikeout of the ball game for Albert Broussard. And that's going to bring up Devin Dirks next. He is the third baseman. Dirks yesterday in the doubleheader against the Broncos, 4 out of 11 from the plate. Couple of runs scored. He had an RBI and he struck out 3 times. He's got a .323 batting average. Northwestern as a team hitting at a clip of .302. 1-0 is the count. Next pitch is going to be in there for a strike on the inside corner. 1-1. I don't think the guys in blue are going to put up with a whole lot of tolerance here today. That ball's anywhere near the strike zone. You better be swinging away on this cold and rainy day. Here comes the next pitch. It's going to be down low for a ball. Gets away from the catcher, Jared Delgado, but no harm done. Nobody on the base pads right now for Northwestern. This is the third game of a 4-game series between the two teams here this weekend. Team splitting the 2 contests yesterday. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. It's going to be in there for a strike right down the pipe. 2 balls and 2 strikes now on Devin Dirks. Dirks has walked 12 times so far this year. He has struck out 17 times. 2-2 is the count here to Dirks. Here comes the next pitch. That ball is going to be hit high in the air out to the outfield and drifting back your right fielder. That's going to be Martinez, and he makes the catch. Tristan Martinez makes the catch in right field there for Northwestern. Grant Gidray is coming to the plate next. He is the designated hitter. Gidray with a .311 batting average on the season. He was 5 out of 8 from the plate yesterday, 4 RBIs, and had a base on balls. So Gidray coming to the plate for the first time here today. He's got 23 base hits and 74 trips to the plate. And the pitch there by Broussard is going to be outside and down low. 1-0 is the count. Gidray has got 8 doubles to his credit this year. That leads the team. He's got 18 RBIs. He's walked 7 times and he has struck out 10 times. 1-0 is the count. Broussard's next pitch is going to be in there for a strike. Well, the outside corner, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. So Albert Broussard is off to a good start here for the Broncos. 1-1 is the count. Next pitch is going to be swung away, and it's going to be fouled away on the first base side. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Northwestern starting the day. They're currently tied for 4th place in the conference at 5-5. Hastings has dropped down to 11th place now in the conference at 3-7. There's a called third strike here, and a strikeout on Grant Gidray. So Broussard strikes out 2 of the 3 batters that he faces here in the first inning. The other guy, Devin Dirks, flies out to right field. So Northwestern shut down here in inning number 1. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base We go to the bottom of the first inning. The score is Northwestern 0. Hastings coming to bat. You are listening to Bronco Baseball.
Family Medical Center of Hastings is the place to go for all your healthcare needs. Their team is trained to treat the whole person regardless of age. They provide a wide range of medical care, including acute care, routine health screenings, and treatment of chronic conditions. They're dedicated to providing you with the best care in the most cost-effective manner. Family Medical Center, as an independent clinic, has served the community for over 65 years. Your family's home for healthcare. 1021 West 14th Street. Proud to support all area student athletes.
Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill has been serving Hastings and the surrounding area for more than 25 years, becoming more than just another bar and grill. It's a Hastings institution. Don't miss Wing Night every Wednesday, featuring legendary wings that are crispy, saucy, and downright delicious. Stop back on Thursday for broasted chicken. Fridays, enjoy the prime rib and seafood buffet. Then savor Bullseye's world-famous prime rib on Saturday. On Sundays, indulge in the brunch buffet from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. For over a quarter century, Bullseye's has been the go-to spot for good times, great food, and unforgettable memories. Visit Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill on West 2nd and Hastings, right across the street from the water park.
Welcome back to Extreme Sports.
All right, Mike Will back here, Duncan Field and Hastings. We've got Bronco Baseball on the air here this afternoon on Extreme Sports. Hastings coming to the plate here in the bottom half of the first inning. The pitcher for Northwestern today, as he comes out to the mound, is going to be Micah DeHaan. Micah DeHaan, the pitcher here for Northwestern. He's going to be a right-handed thrower as he gets to work here. And the first pitch is going to be fouled away by Jaden Stone. So Micah DeHaan, the pitcher for Northwestern, he is 2-2 in the season. 6.85 is his earned run average. This will be his 7th appearance of the season and his 5th game that he has started. He has thrown 22 1/3 innings for the Red Raiders this year, giving up 20 hits, 19 runs, 17 runs earned, 9 base on balls, and 11 strikeouts. Teams are hitting .230 against him. So Micah DeHaan on the hill here for the Red Raiders. Jaden Stone is up to the plate here, and he pops this one up. It's going to stay in the infield. It's going to be caught there by the third baseman in Devin Dirks. So Stone flies out to third base to begin the ball game for the Broncos. And now Mason Mauser is coming to the plate next. Your batting order for Hastings: Mauser batting in the number 2 spot. Jace Valdez will bat third. Jared Delgado in the cleanup spot today. Elijah Merritt will bat 5th. Tristan Martinez 6th. Caleb Dudek will bat in the number 7 spot. Alistair Descardis will bat 8th. And Colton Wren will be the number 9 hitter today for the Broncos. So Hastings at the plate now. Their team batting average is sitting at .257 as play gets underway here this afternoon. This is Mason Mauser at the plate for the Broncos, a right-handed hitter. Pitch to him is going to be down low for a ball, and he's ahead on the count here at 2 balls and no strikes. So Mason Mauser at the plate, .255 is his batting average on the season. 12 base hits in 47 trips to the plate. He has scored 11 runs for the Broncos. There's a swing and a miss there. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 the count to Mauser. Mason's got 4 doubles so far this year. He's got a triple. He's got a home run, 3 RBIs. He's walked 6 times. He has struck out 7 times. 2 balls and 1 strike here to a Mason Mauser. There's a swing and miss there. And the count is now even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jace Valdez is coming up there next for Hastings. Staying in the on-deck circle down here in the third base side. The Broncos in their all-white uniforms again this afternoon. Their white bottoms and their white tops with their black numerals and their black trim. There's a high fly ball out to right field and is caught there by Jack Craig. Mason Mauser is going to fly out to right field. 2 up, 2 down for the Broncos here in the first inning of play. Jace Valdez coming up to the plate next for the Broncos. Valdez is playing at shortstop for Hastings here in game number 1. Batting average of 200 on the season for Jace Valdez. He's got 9 base hits and 45 trips to the plate. Couple of doubles to his credit this year. 6 RBIs for Valdez. He's walked 5 times with no strikeouts this year. There's a fastball delivered up right letter high and right across the outside portion of the plate for a strike. No balls and 1 strike to Jace Valdez. Valdez yesterday in the doubleheader, 2 for 4. Scored a run, had an RBI, and he walked once. Next pitch is going to be in there for a strike, and it's now no balls and 2 strikes. So we got some baseball faithful fans out there today. Umbrellas have popped up, so evidently some moisture falling from the sky at this time. Next pitch to Valdez is going to be down low for a ball. There's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. And you thought we put the winter blankets away for another season. Not the case. We've got him out there in the stands today. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the number 3 hitter, Jace Valdez. Bouncing ball to short. Couple of hops. They throw it over to first base. That's going to be in time. And Jace Valdez goes down here in the first inning. And the Broncos go down in order in the first. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. 1 inning in the books here this afternoon at Duncan Field. Northwestern nothing. Hastings nothing. You are listening to Bronco Baseball exclusively on Extreme Sports.
Rev up your energy and fuel your body with the protein punch you've been craving. When it comes to nutrition, Highland Dairy has a wide range of locally made products. Discover tasty ways to a stronger, healthier you with Highland's range of yogurts, smoothies, flavored milk, and cottage cheese. For parents with picky eaters and trendsetters looking to jump on the revival of cottage cheese, Highland has what you need to hit your protein goals. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
There's a new tomorrow on the other side of the horizon. There are houses to make into homes, businesses to be built, and friendships to enjoy.
Someday's gonna be one day soon.
Build your tomorrow with a bank you can rely on. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be.
You are listening to Extreme Sports, Central Nebraska's new home for sports.
Bronco Baseball here on Extreme Sports is brought to you by Tom Dinsdale Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, by Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill, and by Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning. No score after 1 inning between the Broncos and the Red Raiders of Northwestern. As Northwestern will come to the plate here in the top half of the second inning. Going to have 4, 5, and 6 in the batting order here for Northwestern to take on Albert Broussard and the Broncos. Grant Ricknowski coming to the plate here. He is the first baseman. He played all over the place. He was the pitcher yesterday in game number 1. He's been in the outfield. He's playing at first base here in game number 3 of the series. So Ricknowski is at the plate. He's the second best hitter on the team, average-wise. 349 for Ricknowski as he comes to the plate here in the second inning. 1-0 the count. Next pitch is going to be a fastball. It's going to be in there for a strike. Ricknowski has got 29 base hits in 83 trips to the plate, 21 runs scored, 5 doubles. He's got a couple of triples. He's got a home run and 14 RBIs on the season. There's a pitch that's going to be hit out to right field. It's deep. Martinez dropping back, and Martinez can't get there. It's off of the bottom of the wall at 405 feet away. Ricknowski is on his way to third base, and he's going to be there with a stand-up triple. Hard hit ball there by Grant Ricknowski. Bounces right at the bottom of the brick wall out there at 405 feet away. That was just a few feet away from getting out of here today as Grant Ricknowski hits a triple to ignite the offense here for the Northwestern Red Raiders. They hit the ball well yesterday, and that one was just a few feet away from getting out of the park. Grant Richnowski with a triple to lead off the second inning. Now let's see what the Red Raiders can do with it here. Jack Craig is going to be coming up to the plate next. That is the third triple of the season for Richnowski, which leads the team. Jack Craig now to the plate. He's got a .294 batting average on the season. No score between the Red Raiders and the Broncos. There's the ball hit the right field. That's going to fall for a base hit. Picked up there by Martinez. Richnowski is going to come in and score. So an RBI single there by Jack Craig brings home Grant Richnowski. That's a 1-0 ball game now, as the Red Raiders grab the early lead over the Broncos. Drew Dykstra coming to the plate next for the Red Raiders. Dykstra is the left fielder here in this ball game. He was the starting pitcher for the Red Raiders yesterday, and he really mowed down the Broncos. He gave up only 2 base hits and walked 2 batters, so he allowed only 4 batters to reach base. Hastings didn't get a runner past second base in that first game yesterday. Dykstra picking up the win. Northwestern beating Hastings by the score of 7-0. There's the pitch there to Drew Dykstra. He's going to be in there for a strike, and he falls behind. No balls, 2 strikes. Dykstra playing out in left field for the Red Raiders here in this game. A .240 batting average on the season. 1 home run, 12 RBIs. There's the ball. It's going to be hit high in the air, left side of the diamond, and it's going to stay here in the infield, and it's going to be caught there by our third baseman, Colton Wren. So Dykstra is going to fly out to third base. That's the first out here in the second inning. Ranier Castillo is going to come to the plate next for Northwestern. He's got a .300 batting average on the season. Castillo, 24 base hits and 80 trips to the plate. He's got 1 home run and 10 RBIs. He has scored 13 runs as he fouls away this pitch here. Back into the parking lot. No balls and 1 strike here to Ranier Castillo. Castillo has walked 4 times. He has struck out 5 times. Played yesterday, but had a tough day at the plate. He was 0 for 8. 0 for 8 with a walk in the 2 ball games yesterday. 1-0 is our score here. Northwestern has got the lead. Base runner is down there at first base. That is Craig. Jack Craig. The next pitch is going to be fouled away again by Castillo. And the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. You're listening to Bronco Baseball here this afternoon on Extreme Sports. We're at Duncan Field. Heavy, overcast, misty, rainy conditions here today. There's a bouncing ball towards short, going to be fielded there. They step on the bag at second base over the first, and the Broncos turn the double play. Jace Valdez picks it up on a hop right near second base, so it was an easy double play there for the Broncos to get out of the inning, but Northwestern scores a run here in the second. 1 run. Couple of base hits, including the leadoff triple by Richnowski. He eventually comes in to score. No errors on Northwestern, and nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the second inning. The score, Northwestern 1, Hastings 0. You're listening to Bronco Baseball.
There's a new tomorrow on the other side of the horizon. There are houses to make into homes, businesses to be built, and friendships to enjoy.
Someday's gonna be one day soon.
Build your tomorrow with a bank you can rely on. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be.
Bored of the same old sports coverage? Get on the cutting edge of sports with Extreme Sports.
That ball hammered deep toward left into the well. That ball is gone!
The biggest plays, breaking news, and we can't forget the best sports talk.
Let's be great. Let's be great.
We are Extreme Sports.
Mike Well back here, Duncan Field and Hastings. The Broncos are trailing 1-0 to Northwestern. Softball action yesterday. Hastings and Dakota Wesleyan, they played a doubleheader out at the Smith Complex. A couple of tight ball games, but the Broncos coming up on the short end of things. Dakota Wesleyan winning over Hastings in game 1, 2-1. Tigers winning in game 2, 7-5. So Hastings College softball team now 15-15 in the season, 3-7 in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. They will play on the road next weekend. They'll play at Morningside on Saturday. Then they'll play at Waldorf in Forest City, Iowa next Sunday. 1-0 is the score here. Northwestern has got the lead. Hastings will come to the plate here in the second inning. 4, 5, and 6 in the batting order after the Broncos were retired in order in the first frame. Jared Delgado, Elijah Merritt, Tristan Martinez, the 3 scheduled hitters here for Hastings. In inning number 2, Micah DeHaan comes back out and throws for the Red Raiders. And a pitch outside for a ball, 1-1. There's a count to Delgado. Delgado yesterday in the doubleheader was 2 for 8 from the plate. An RBI, he struck out 3 times. Got a .311 batting average on the season as he fouls away this pitch here in the parking lot. The count, 1 ball, 2 strikes to Delgado. 23 base hits, 74 trips to the plate here for Jared. He has scored 5 runs this year. He's got 5 doubles, 3 home runs, 12 RBIs. He's walked 8 times, but he leads the team in strikeouts with 17. There's a pitch that's going to be a strike, but the catcher drops the third strike short. Having problems with the pitch and running down to first base is going to be Jared Delgado. So it's officially going to be a strikeout there for Micah DeHaan. It was going to be a check swing by Delgado, but they called a strike. He strikes out. With the catcher and Isaac Short having problems with the pitch, and it gets away from him back to the backstop. Delgado takes off, and he's going to be safely aboard at first base here for the Broncos. Elijah Merritt coming to the plate next. Merritt is the first baseman. He's got a batting average of .288 on the season. Steps in there for the first time. The throw over there from the pitcher, Micah DeHaan, is not in time. Elijah Merritt's got 17 base hits and 59 trips to the plate. 6 doubles, 2 triples, 2 home runs, and 14 RBIs this year for Merritt. As he waits on the pitch, he's going to foul this one away. No balls and 1 strike. Merritt with 9 walks so far this year. He has struck out 15 times. Yesterday, Merritt was 3 out of 7 in the doubleheader with 2 runs scored, an RBI, a walk, and a strikeout. Your base runner is Jared Delgado down there at first base. The pitch to the plate is going to be hit down the line in left field. That's going to be in fair territory. Delgado is heading for third base. Heading for second base is going to be Elijah Merritt. And a stand-up double right down the line there by Elijah Merritt. And that one wasn't fair by too many inches down there. Just by the bag at third base as Dirks trying to snag the ball there for Northwestern, but it was right down the left field line. A double there for Elijah Merritt. And now the Broncos have something cooking here in the second inning. Runners are out at second and third base, nobody out. Tristan Martinez is going to come to the plate next. Martinez with a .235 batting average on the season. He's got 16 base hits and 68 trips to the plate. He's got a couple of doubles to his credit this year. Martinez has got a home run, 7 RBIs. Broncos have poked 13 home runs this season. So Martinez comes to the plate here. He's got 3 walks and he's got 7 strikeouts on the season. 1-0 is the score. Northwestern has got the lead over Hastings. This is the 7-inning ball game between these two teams. It will play the second one today. It'll go 9 innings. 1 ball, no strikes here. Martinez. Next pitch is hit right back to the pitcher, and he mishandles the ball. It is loose in the infield, and everybody's going to be safe. Ball was hit right back to Micah DeHaan. He had it in his glove, and it goes ricocheting out of the glove onto the turf here, and everybody's going to be safe. Tristan Martinez will drive home Jared Delgado, and the Broncos have come back to tie the score. At a run apiece. Elijah Merritt moves over to third base on the play. Martinez is aboard at first base. And now Caleb Dunick is going to come to the plate next. He's the designated hitter in this ball game today. 227 is his batting average on the season. So Martinez will get aboard here. And there's a swing and a miss by Dunick, and he falls behind it. No balls and one strike. The ball hit by Martinez right back to the pitcher's mound. An error is going to be chalked up there on the pitcher, DeHaan. There's a bouncing ball toward third base. It's going to be in foul territory. So the count hit plate now is at no balls and two strikes. We're tied up by a run apiece here. Next pitch to my Dunick, or to Dunick, is going to be outside for a ball. 1-2 is the count. Just double checking to make sure they gave an error on that ball hit by Martinez, and that's going to be the case. An error on Northwestern, so that allows the run to come in to score. We're tied up at a run apiece with runners now at first and third base. Runner's going to take off from first down to a second base, and they have got him down there. Tristan Martinez has wiped off of the base pads. Hastings trying to swipe the base down there, and Martinez is caught stealing. So now there's one out here in the second inning. Man is out at third base. That's Elijah Merritt. Dunick has a count here of 1 ball and 2 strikes at the plate. Caleb has struck out 10 times so far this year with no walks. Next pitch is going to be outside for a ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hastings 18 out of 27 in stealing bases this year. That time it backfires as Martinez is wiped off of the base pads down there at the second base. 2-2 is the count with 1 man out. Next pitch is going to be in there for a strike on the inside corner. And Caleb Dunick strikes out. That's going to be strikeout number 2 in the ball game now for Micah DeHaan. Coming up there next is going to be Alistair DeCardis. He is the second baseman. Batting average on the season at .288. He's got 17 base hits and 59 trips to the plate. 2 doubles. He's got a triple. He's got a home run, and he's got 11 RBIs. Hits that one to second base. It's going to be picked up, thrown over to first, and the inning is over as Alistair Descartes is going to ground out to second base. But the Broncos come back to tie up the ball game. They score 1 run here on 1 base hit, 1 error on Northwestern. 1 runner left on base. 2 innings in the books here this afternoon. At Duncan Field, the score is Hastings 1, Northwestern 1. You are listening to Bronco Baseball on Extreme Sports.
At Bosselman Energy Companies, we take pride in being a trusted partner to our customers, a strong presence in the communities we serve, and a family business that truly cares. Founded in Grand Island in 1948, Bosselman Energy has grown into a diverse group of companies with locations across the Midwest. We supply local communities with essential petroleum products that fuel farms, power industries, and heat homes. With over 70 years of industry experience, Bosselman Energy remains committed to the principles that have guided us from the beginning, ensuring our continued success for generations to come.
You are listening to Extreme Sports, Central Nebraska's new home for sports.
Hastings College baseball action here this afternoon on Extreme Sports. Brought to you by Teammates of Nebraska. Join the team, be a mentor. Find out more at teammates.org. Also by Highland Dairy and by Pinnacle Bank. Hastings 1, Northwestern 1 as we head to the third inning of play. Again, this is the 7-inning ball game here to lead off the doubleheader this afternoon at Duncan. This is game 3 of the 4-game series between these two teams. They split yesterday. So Northwestern coming up here in the third inning. 8-9-1 in their batting order to face Albert Broussard. This is Isaac Short up there. He's the catcher. Short's got a batting average of .250 on the season. Fouls away the pitch here. No balls and 2 strikes. Short yesterday was 3 out of 8 from the plate in the doubleheader. There's a ball going to be whacked up through the middle. That's going to be a base hit. Picked up by Jaden Stone. Then he bobbles the ball out there in center field. Taking second base is going to be Short. And he is in there as he slides in there safely for the Red Raiders. So it's going to go down probably as a single here for Isaac Short and an error on the center fielder and Jaden Stone as he had problems picking up the ball out there in the grass in the center field. So Short ends up at second base. Brody Aarons is coming to the plate next. Check that. Brody Ayers coming to the plate next. He is the shortstop. 307 is his batting average on the season. Ayers yesterday, 4 out of 9 from the plate. He scored 2 runs and had a strikeout. 1-1 is the score, but Northwestern now has a runner down there at second base, and Isaac Short. And here comes the pitch to the plate. That ball is going to be hammered out toward right field. Going back is Martinez. It's going to be over his head. It's going to roll to the wall. Coming in to score around the bag at third is going to be Short, and pulling up at second base is going to be Brody Ayers. So he doubled to produce a run there as Brody Ayers doubles to right field. And Northwestern now goes out on top of Hastings by the score of 2-1. Ayers hammers that one over the head of Tristan Martinez. The winds today blowing out of the north at about 16 miles per hour. So it's blowing somewhat to the right field corner down there. Martinez is playing relatively deep anyway, but that one was over his head. We had one back there in the second inning from Ricknowski, Grant Ricknowski, that was off of the bottom of the wall out there at 405 feet away. So the ball is definitely carrying to right field here today. Up to the plate now is going to be Luke Robolaski for Northwestern. Struck out his first time up there. Pitch to him is going to be outside for a ball. 2-1 is the count. This guy was a thorn in our side yesterday. 7 out of 11 in the 2 games. Scored 3 runs, had 3 RBIs, and he had 2 strikeouts. He takes a whack there and a swing and a miss. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Robolaski. Batting here in the third inning. 2-1. Northwestern has got the lead. There's the next pitch. It's going to be outside, and it just misses from Albert Broussard. Broussard getting his first start of the season here today after coming off the injured list. Next pitch is going to be fouled away over on top of the dugout on the first base side. Northwestern in their red uniforms today. They got their red tops on and their gray bottoms. Occupying the first base dugout over here at Duncan Field. Hastings in their all whites today. There's a swing and a miss, and he strikes out for the second time today. So Robolaski strikes out here in the third. That's going to be strikeout number 2 in the ball game now for Albert Broussard. And Devin Dirks is going to come to the plate next. Dirks is the third baseman. He flew out to right field his first time up there. He's going to take a strike here. No balls and one strike to Devin Dirks. 323 is his batting average on the season. Third best on the team. 5 home runs, 27 RBIs. He takes a swing there and a swing and a miss. Dirks has got 12 base on balls. He's got 17 strikeouts. He scored 18 runs. No balls and 2 strikes here to Dirks. Next pitch is swung on and missed, but the catcher drops the third strike. Throws it down to first base to complete the strikeouts. So Dirks becomes a strikeout victim number 3 in the ball game for Albert Broussard. Runner stays put at second base. That is Brody Ayers. Grant Goodry coming to the plate next for a Northwestern. He struck out back there in the first inning of play. 311 his batting average on the season. Bouncing ball to third. Wren has got it. Throw over to first base, a little bit low, but dug off of the turf there by Elijah Merritt, and the inning is over. Goodry grounds out to a third base, but Northwestern scores a run in the third inning to grab the lead. 1 run on a couple of base hits, no errors, and a runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the third inning. The score, Northwestern 2, Hastings 1. You're listening to Bronco Baseball on Extreme Sports.
At Bosselman Energy Companies, we take pride in being a trusted partner to our customers, a strong presence in the communities we serve, and a family business that truly cares. Founded in Grand Island in 1948, Bosselman Energy has grown into a diverse group of companies with locations across the Midwest. We supply local communities with essential petroleum products that fuel farms, power industries, and heat homes. With over 70 years of industry experience, Bosselman Energy remains committed to the principles that have guided us from the beginning, ensuring our continued success for generations to come. Sundays are meant for relaxation and indulgence, and there's no better place to do it than at Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill in Hastings. Enjoy the Sunday brunch buffet from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., featuring an irresistible spread of breakfast favorites that will make your taste buds dance. Choose from fluffy pancakes, sizzling bacon, fresh fruits, and so much more. It's all you can eat and everything you could ever want. Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill, located at 2017 West 2nd, across from the water park in Hastings.
Keep it right here. You are listening to Extreme Sports.
All right, Mike Will back here. Duncan Field and Hastings as we head to the bottom of the third inning. Northwestern with a lead over the Broncos. It is 2-1. Hastings will have Colton Wren, Jaden Stone, Mason Mauser up here in the third. One of those guys get aboard. Jace Valdez would then come to the plate. So 9-1-2 in the batting order here for the Broncos. Hastings now trailing in this ball game by a score of 2-1. There's a high chopper out towards second base, fielded by the shortstop. His throw to first base is not in time. Getting down there in a hurry was Colton Wren. He's got the good wheels there. A high chopper toward the bag at second. Ayers, the shortstop, picks it up, gets it quickly over to first base, but Wren beats out the throw over there at first base. And Wren is going to get aboard with the infield single. Jaden Stone is coming up there next. Jaden Stone is the center fielder. 333 is his batting average on the season. Stone yesterday in the doubleheader with the Red Raiders was 4 out of 8. Scored a run, had 2 RBIs, and out of strikeouts. He popped one to the third baseman back there in inning number 1. So he's over 1 here in this contest. 2 runs, 4 hits, and an error so far for Northwestern. 1 run, 2 hits, and an error for Hastings. Wren taking his lead down there at first base. The pitch to the plate is going to be up high for a ball. 1-1 is the count. High school baseball yesterday. Adams Central playing in the Elkhorn tournament. They went 1-1 yesterday. Here comes the pitch to the plate. That ball's going to be hit to left field, and that's going to be caught out there. And a nice grab out there by the left fielder, and Drew Dykstra for the Red Raiders. That robs Jaden Stone of a base hit. Dykstra, who shut us down on the hill yesterday in Game 1 of the doubleheader, comes up with a great catch out there in left field here in inning number 3 to retire Jaden Stone. Mason Mauser is coming up there next. That was the first out of the third inning. Mauser, the left fielder for the Broncos, he's got a batting average of .255 on the season. He comes to the plate for the second time. He flew out to right field his first time up there. Takes a strike here. Talking about the Patriots yesterday. Adams Central beating Omaha Burke 14-2. They lost to Gretna East 9-0. They're playing Fremont today in the Elkhorn tournament. Throwing to first base, not in time, as Colton Wren is back in there. Hastings High has a game scheduled for today as well. Hastings High scheduled to play at Beatrice beginning at 2 this afternoon. No balls and 1 strike here to Mason Mauser. Runner taking his lead down there at first base. There's a ball poked down the third baseline. That's going to be in foul territory. No balls and 2 strikes. Nebraska baseball, they beat Oregon State yesterday by a score of 7-3. Same 2 teams playing at 2 o'clock this afternoon. Oxfield and Lincoln. Nebraska softball, they'll begin their series with Purdue today. That series going Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Next pitch is going to be fouled away by Mauser, and the count remains at no balls and 2 strikes. And the only other game in the Great Plains Athletic Conference on this Saturday is Dakota Wesleyan playing at Doane. That was supposed to be played in Mitchell, but they moved that one to Crete. They're playing today, Dakota Wesleyan and Doane, a couple of ball games. There's the next pitch. It's going to be up high for a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Mason Mauser is in the batter's box for Hastings. Colton Wren is your base runner down there at first base. Micah DeHaan, the pitcher for Northwestern. 1-2 is the count. There's the ball. It's going to be fouled away down the left field side by the third baseman in Devin Dirks, and the count remains at 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 teams splitting a couple of games yesterday. Northwestern winning 7-0 in the opener. Hastings winning the nightcap last night by a score of 11-6. 2-1 here in Northwestern with a lead. There's a pitch up around the eyeballs outside the strike zone. And the count now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Good eye here by Mason Mauser for the Broncos. 6 walks for Mason this year. He's got 7 strikeouts. 12 base hits and 47 trips to the plate. Wren takes his lead down there at first. There's the curveball that's going to miss inside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Wren stealing bases this year. 1 for 1. Average lead over there at first base right now. As Micah DeHaan will look that way, and here comes a pitch to the plate. It's going to be popped up here. It's going to be on the third base side, and it's going to get out of play. Count remains at 3 balls and 2 strikes. So 3-2 the count. Temperature 47 degrees now here in Hastings. Winds continue to blow out of the north at about 15 miles per hour. Feels like 33 here this afternoon at the ballpark. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here comes the next pitch on the ground towards short. Picked up there. They go to second base for 1. Over to first base. A double play there by the Red Raiders. So they turn the double play. Mauser hits into the double play. 6-4-3 double play. And Northwestern gets out of the inning here. So the Broncos, they scored no runs One base hit, no errors. Nobody left on base. We go to the fourth inning. It's Northwestern 2, Hastings 1. You're listening to Bronco Baseball on Extreme Sports.
If you experience air conditioning problems this summer, call the experts at Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning of Hastings. Ruts is a local, family-owned business with over 45 years of experience in the HVAC industry. They service all makes and models of heating and cooling equipment for both residential and commercial customers. You can trust Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning to complete all repairs, installations, and maintenance work on time.
I'm John Butler, Funeral Director and Owner at Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Hastings.
And I'm Nikki Butler, the Advanced Funeral Planning Specialist. Whether you choose a traditional service, cremation, or a unique memorial service, our experienced staff is here to help guide you through every step. Visit us at lbvfh.com to learn more about our services and how we can support you.
Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center. We are here when your need is greatest.
Is here to help guide you through every step. Visit us at lbvfh.com to learn more about our services and how we can support you.
Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center. We are here when your need is greatest.
You are listening to Extreme Sports, Central Nebraska's new home for sports.
All right, Northwestern batting now here in the fourth inning. Going to have 4, 5, and 6 in the batting order here. Grant Riknowski coming to the plate here to lead things up. Jack Craig will follow him. Drew Dystra will then come to the plate. Here's a ball hit to right center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Riknowski is on his way to second base, and he's got a double. Yeah, a triple back there in the second inning to lead off the second frame. He gets a double here in the fourth inning. Riknowski yesterday in the doubleheader against us was 2 out of 7 from the plate, but he's hit for a couple of extra base hits here to begin this third game of the series. A double and a triple here. So Riknowski is on the base pads at second. Jack Craig is coming up there next. He hammers that ball out toward center field. Stone is coming on. Stone making a diving attempt to the ball. He can't get there. The ball is loose. Riknowski is going to round the bag at third. He'll stay put there as the throw comes in. Jack Craig is going to end up at second base. So Jaden Stone out there in center tries to make a diving attempt on the ball to come up with it there. He couldn't do it. It falls for a base hit. So Craig has got a single. Riknowski leads off the inning with a double. And now Drew Dystra is going to come to the plate next. Dystra is a left fielder. He popped one to the third baseman back there in inning number 2. So Northwestern already with a lead, 2-1 over Hastings, threatening here in the fourth inning. There's a bouncing ball towards short. The throw to the plate is going to get by the catcher, Jared Delgado, and a run comes in to score. And Dystra is going to end up at second base. So Hastings had the infield in. The ball was hit to Jace Valdez at shortstop. He fires the ball right to the plate there to Jared Delgado. And Delgado could not handle the pitch, or could not handle the throw. Riknowski is going to score. Jack Craig is going to move over to third base. Drew Dystra is going to be on at second base now. So now it's a 3-1 ball game. Rainier Castillo is going to come to the plate next. Pitch to him is going to be outside for a ball. So 3-1 is the score. Northwestern has got the lead. Next pitch is going to be outside for a ball. It's 1-1. The guy in the on-deck circle, Isaac Short, was swinging the bat down there, and it got away from him as it goes bouncing off of the screen behind the plate here. Next pitch is a fastball there by Albert Broussard. That's going to be outside for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike now to Rainier Castillo. He into a double play back there in the second inning. Northwestern with runners on at second and third base. Next pitch is going to be outside for a ball. And it is now 3 balls and 1 strike. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. It's going to be outside for a ball. And now we've got the bases loaded here for Northwestern. A base on ball is given up there by Broussard. That's going to be his first walk of the ball game. And now coming up there is the number 8 hitter in the batting order. And Isaac Short, the catcher. He had a single back there in the third inning and came around to score. He's got a batting average of .250 on the season. So there's nobody out here for Northwestern in the fourth inning. The score is 3-1. Bases are loaded. Hastings again will play with the infield in. And the pitch is going to be outside for a ball. Not going to take much to poke it by the infield here for the Broncos. They're all on the what would be the grassy portion of the infield if this was a natural surface. On the green portion of the carpet here. 1 ball and no strikes here to Isaac Short. Bases juiced up for Northwestern, looking for more. They got a 3-1 lead. Here's the pitch to Isaac Short. It's going to be in there for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Short again with a batting average of .250 on the season here for Northwestern. Next pitch is a swing and a miss. He's got 4 walks. He's got 12 strikeouts so far this year. 12 base hits, 48 trips to the plate. 3 doubles. He's got a home run, and he's got 6 RBIs. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. It's going to be fouled away. First base side. That remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Brody Ayers would be next, and in the top of the order here for Northwestern. The Red Raiders out on top here in this third game of the series. 3-1 over Hastings. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. It's going to be outside for a ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody up and throwing yet for the Broncos down in the bullpen. Albert Broussard, his first start of the season since coming off of the injured list, has worked himself into the fourth inning, and there's a swing and a miss. Big strikeout there. Isaac Short goes down. Strikeout number 3 in the ball game now for Albert Broussard. Coming to the plate next is going to be Brody Ayers. Ayers is a shortstop. He had an RBI double back there in the third inning of play. Infield now for the Broncos will be back at regular depth there with 1 man out. The pitch here to the plate is going to be outside for a ball. 1-0 is the count. Ayers with a batting average of .307 on the season. 23 base hits and 75 trips to the plate. Here comes the next pitch, a fastball that is going to miss. 2 balls and no strikes. Ayers with 3 doubles to his credit so far this year with a home run. 6 RBIs. He's walked 4 times. He has struck out 14 times. Here comes a 2-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. The count is sitting at 2-1 now to the number 9 hitter in the batting order for Northwestern, Brody Ayers. Bases loaded here for the Red Raiders in the fourth. Fastball there misses up high. 3 balls and 1 strike. Broussard, the right-handed thrower with the righty in the batter's box here in Ayers. There's the ball. It's going to be hit out toward the left field. Mauser moves to his left to make the catch. Runner is going to tag at third base. He is going to come home. And now it's a 4-1 ball game. Ayers is going to fly out to left field. But that produces a run as Jack Craig moves in from third base to score. And the Red Raiders out on top of the Broncos now by the score of 4-1. The other 2 runners will stay put. Drew Dykstra is down at second base. Rainier Castillo is down there at first base. And now the top of the order is coming up here. Luke Roboleski coming to the plate here. He has struck out twice today, but yesterday he was 7 out of 11 from the plate, 3 runs scored, 3 RBIs, and 2 strikeouts. He's got a .506 batting average on the season. He takes a swing there and a swing and a miss. Broussard has got him figured out here. He's struck him out twice so far in this ball game. Now the count is even up here at 1 ball, 1 strike. Broussard comes to the belt and fires under the plate. That's going to be outside for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. You're listening to Bronco baseball coverage here today exclusively on Extreme Sports. We're at Duncan Field. Game 3 of this 4-game series between the Red Raiders and the Broncos. There's the ball high in the air, hit out toward left field. Mauser goes back, and he's not going to get there. Bounces off of the wall. 1 run comes in. The second one comes to the plate. Roboleski is going to slide into third base with a triple. A 2-run triple there by Luke Roboleski as he hammers that ball out to left field off of the wall. That produces 2 runs here. And now Northwestern goes out on top of Hastings by the score of 6-1. Well, you got batting average of .506 on the season, and you're already 0 for 2 in the ball game. You were about due. And Luke Roboleski, he hits a towering shot out there to a left field way over the head of Mason Mauser as that bounces off of the wall at 370 feet away. And now it's a 6-1 ball game. Northwestern with a lead as the number 2 guy in the batting order. Devin Dirks will come up there next. Dirks so far is 0 for 2 in the ball game. Pitch there by Albert Broussard is going to be in there for a strike, 1-1. Dirks, he flew out to right field in inning number 1, struck out in the 3rd inning. Runners on down there at third base for Northwestern. There's the pitch to the plate. He's going to be in there for a strike, 1-2 as it counts. Northwestern now with 7 base hits in the ball game. Hastings with 2. There's one that gets away from the catcher, Delgado, and coming in to score from third base is going to be Roboleski. So on the pass ball, it's going to be Roboleski scoring from third base. It's now a 7-1 ball game in favor of the Red Raiders. Devin Dirks has the count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. There's a swing and a miss, and he strikes out. Strikeout number 5 in the ball game now for Albert Broussard, and the inning is over here in the 4th. Northwestern scores 5 runs here in the 4th inning. 4 base hits. No errors on Hastings. Nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning with a score. Northwestern 7, Hastings 1. You're listening to Bronco Baseball.
The weather is warming up, and that means only one thing. It's baseball season. Whether it's Hastings High, Adams Central, or Hastings College baseball this spring, you'll be able to catch the action on Extreme Sports. And this summer, Extreme Sports will be the exclusive voice for Hastings American Legion baseball. Whether it's Hastings 5 Points Bank, Hastings Johnson Imperial Homes, or Hastings Runza, all the big games will be right here. Listen online at x-streamsports.com on your smartphone with our free mobile app or on your Alexa-enabled smart speaker. Just say, Alexa, play Extreme Sports. Central Nebraska's new home for sports is Extreme Sports.
Bored of the same old sports coverage? Get on the cutting edge of sports with Extreme Sports.
That ball hammered deep toward left into the well. That ball is gone!
The biggest plays, breaking news, and we can't forget the best sports talk.
Let's be great. Let's be great.
We are Extreme Sports.
I'm back here at Duncan Field. It's a 7-1 ball game now. Northwestern has got the lead. The Broncos batting here in the fourth inning. Much like the opener yesterday when Hastings was limited to only 2 base hits and 4 base runners, we've got 2 base hits today. Now hit by the Red Raiders 7-2. It's a 7-1 ball game. Northwestern with the lead. There's a ball hit to a third base. Going to be a fielder there. The throw over to first is going to be, the first baseman came off with a bag. Evan Dirks at third base picks it up on the hop. His throw across the diamond was off target there, and the first baseman, Grant Rifnowski, pulls his foot off of the bag there. So Jace Valdez is going to get aboard. That'll be an error chalked up on the Red Raiders. That's their second error in this ball game. Jared Delgado is going to come to the plate next. Delgado, he struck out back in the second inning. Fouls away the pitch here off of his leg. He struck out in the second, but the catcher, Isaac Short, dropped the third strike. Delgado got down to first base, and then he came around to eventually score. The only run of the ball game for the Broncos back there in the second inning. Delgado with a batting average on the year at .311. 7-1 Northwestern with the lead. Hastings College baseball here this afternoon on Extreme Sports. Valdez is your base runner down there at first, and there's a swing and a miss. The count here is at no balls and 2 strikes. Valdez has not attempted a stolen base so far this year. Got a small lead over there at the first base right now. Next pitch there by Micah DeHaan is going to be down low. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Jared Delgado. Elijah Merritt will follow him. Then we'll see Tristan Martinez here in this inning. DeHaan working from the stretch. Quick throw over to first. Diving back in there is going to be Jace Valdez. 7-inning ball game here in the opener today. Scheduled to go 9 in the second game. Last word we received is they're going to make a determination on whether to play that second game upon the conclusion of the first one. So far, we've had no problems here in game number 1 with the wet conditions. But rain expected to pick up throughout the afternoon. Could see some snow showers as well. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Jared Delgado. Valdez is your base runner at first. There's a swing and a miss, and the ball gets away from the catcher. And again, running down to first base is going to be Delgado.
Now batting, number 25, Eli Merritt.
Well, Delgado is not going to get aboard because first base was occupied. Valdez, he took off for second base as the catcher, Isaac Short, mishandles the ball behind the plate. So Delgado officially strikes out in the ball game. He could not take first base because it was occupied by Jace Valdez, but Valdez, he takes off anyway and ends up at second base. So now there's 1 out. That's the second strikeout for Micah DeHaan in the ball game. Check that, his 3rd strikeout. Now Elijah Merritt is going to come to the plate with a runner on at second base. That's Jace Valdez. Fastball there into Elijah Merritt. That's going to be in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 man out, 1 runner on here in the 4th inning of play. Broncos are trailing 7-1. DeHaan looking towards second. Offers one to the plate. That's going to be down low for a ball. 2-1. Merritt's got a batting average of .288 on the season. 17 base hits, 59 trips to the plate. He got 6 doubles. He got 2 triples. He's got a couple of home runs and 14 RBIs. Batting in the number 5 slot here this afternoon. Next pitch is going to be in there for a strike, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tristan Martinez down here in the on-deck circle for Hastings. He would bat next for the Broncos. Micah DeHaan, he comes set here, fires one on the plate. That's going to be hit the left side. In the hole, it's Ayers picking it up at shortstop, but he can't make a play on the ball. Ayers keeps it from going into left field. Grabs that ball and a hop back there on the edge of the outfield grass.
Martinez.
Elijah Barrett's going to get the board here with a infield single. Tristan Martinez coming into the plate here. Martinez reached on an error back during inning number 2. Starts today with a batting average of .235. There's the ball. It's going to be fouled away on the first base side. No balls in 1 strike. Martinez, .235 batting average to start the day today. Martinez with 16 base hits and 68 trips to the plate. 2 doubles. He's got a home run. He's got 7 RBIs. He's walked 3 times. He has struck out 7 times. 0-1 pitch on the way. Outside for a ball. 1-1. Martinez in the doubleheader yesterday, 3 out of 6. Scored a run. Had 3 RBIs. Martinez playing out in right field defensively for the Broncos today. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the next ball. It's going to be hit out toward the left field. Giving chase the left fielder. He's going to come up with it. That's Dykstra. The runner at second is going to tag. He's going to slide safely into a third base. So Jace Valdez will tag up on the play. He takes third. Martinez flies out to a Dykstra out there in left field. Caleb Dunick now coming to the plate here for the Broncos. Dunick is the designated hitter here in this ball game. .227 is his batting average on the season. 5 base hits in 22 trips to the plate for Dunick. 2 men out here for the Broncos in the 4th inning. Hastings trailing by the score of 7-1. Pitch here by Micah DeHaan is going to be inside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Sky's now lightening up just a little bit. DeHaan throws the baseball away as he went to a fresh baseball. Obviously, a lot of moisture out there today. 1 ball and no strikes here. Here comes the pitch by DeHaan. And did I hit him? It did. Didn't hit him by much, but it breezes by his uniform there. And Caleb Dunick is going to take first base. Get hit by a pitch. Now we got the bases loaded here in the 4th inning with 2 men out. Alistair Descartes is going to come to the plate here for Hastings, the second baseman. He grounded out back there in inning number 2. So Hastings with an opportunity here to cut the deficit. We're trailing by 6 runs in the 4th inning. It is 7-1. Hastings is trailing in the ball game. The bases are loaded up here for Descartes. He fouls away the pitch here toward the Hastings dugout over here on the third base side. Descartes at .288 batting average on the season. He's got 17 base hits and 59 trips to the plate. 2 doubles, a triple, a home run, 11 RBIs. He has scored 13 runs himself. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the next pitch. He's going to be in there for a strike on the outside corner. 1-2. Descartes has got 4 base on balls, and he has struck out 16 times here. 1-2 is the count. Hastings looking to get on the scoreboard here in the 4th inning. Bases are loaded. 1-2 pitch on the way outside. It's stopped there behind the plate by Isaac Short. Count is now even up to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hastings scoring a run in the 2nd inning. Northwestern a run in the 2nd, a run in the 3rd, and 5 in the 4th inning of play. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Foul tap here at the plate. Count remains at 2-2. 7 runs, 7 hits, and 2 errors for Northwestern. 1 run, 3 hits, and 2 errors for Hastings. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. It hits him, and that drives home a run. Alistair Descartes is hit by a pitch. A drive home the run from third base, and now it's a
Now batting, number 12.
7-2 ball game. Bases are still loaded. Barrett is down there at third base. Dunnick is on at second base. Descartes is on at first base. Colton Wren is going to come to the plate next. He had a single back there in the third inning. Wren with a batting average of .333 on the season. Wren yesterday was 1 out of 2 from the plate with a strikeout. Home plate umpire now requesting some dry baseballs. They run those out there and he stuffs them in his ball bag. Here comes a Colton Wren to the plate for the Broncos. 7-2 is the score now. Hastings with a run here in the 4th inning. Micah DeHaan working from the stretch with the bases loaded up here. The pitch is going to be inside for a ball. Wren leans away from that one. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Colton Wren. Next pitch is going to be hit on the ground towards second base. Tough play. The shortstop grabs it. Is throwing to first. In time, and they catch Colton Wren. A quick throw there by Brody Ayers at the shortstop. Gets a Colton Wren over there at the first base to get Northwestern out of the inning. So the Broncos will leave the bases loaded here in the 4th inning. But Hastings comes up with 1 run. 1 run on 1 base hit. 1 error on Northwestern. And the 3 runners left on base. We go to the 5th inning of play. Northwestern has got the lead. Northwestern 7, Hastings 2. You're listening to Bronco Baseball on Extreme Sports.
Industrial Irrigation Services has proudly supplied reliable horsepower to the industrial engine market since 1955. Our entire team is dedicated to fostering long-term relationships with our customers and key suppliers. Honesty and integrity make up the foundation that our business is built upon. Our entire team is ready to deliver the best sales, engineering, parts, and service support you have come to expect over many decades. No matter your industry or the rigorous demands of your application, our team of experts stand ready to serve you. We have been serving our customers and friends for over a half-century, and we look forward to continuing to provide you with the absolute best industrial engine packages and services for generations to come. When you need a solution for your industrial needs, don't just buy horsepower. Invest in reliable horsepower.
Keep it right here. You are listening to Extreme Sports.
Mike Will back here, Duncan Field and Hastings. We got a new pitcher for the Broncos coming out here in the 5th. Easton Debuse is going to come out here. Debuse, no record so far this year, no saves. Run average at 9.53. He is throwing 5 2/3 innings, giving up 5 hits and 7 runs. 6 of those have been earned. 5 base on balls, 3 strikeouts. Teams are hitting .227 against him. He pitched yesterday, had a couple of innings in that opener. Hastings lost 7-0. Debuse threw 2 innings yesterday and walked 1, struck out 2. Didn't allow a base hit or a run during his time out there, so he comes back out for the 2nd straight day. There's a ball hit to third base. It's going to be fielded there, and the throw across the diamond is going to be in time. Wren gets it over to Elijah Merritt to record the out here. 7-2 is the score. That was a Grant Goodry who just grounded out there to the third baseman. Now Grant Ricknowski is going to come to the plate next. Ricknowski has got a triple and a double so far in this ball game. He has scored 2 runs. Starts today with a batting average of .349. Slow curveball thrown in there is going to be in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ricknowski yesterday 2 out of 7 in the doubleheader with an RBI. Had a walk and 3 strikeouts. Next pitch is going to be outside for a ball. Now 2 balls and 1 strike. The Buse is a right-handed thrower here. Pitch to the plate there is going to be outside for a ball. 3 balls and 1 strike now. So Albert Broussard, he goes 4 innings in his first official start of the season here for the Broncos. There's a swing and a miss. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Broussard, 4 innings pitched today, gives up 7 hits and 7 runs. 3 of those runs earned. 1 base on balls and 6 strikeouts. Throws 72 total pitches in the ball game today. There's a swing and a miss and a strikeout. Grant Ricknowski strikes out. Strikeout number 1 in the ball game for Easton Dubuque. Now coming up there is going to be Jack Craig. Craig with a couple of singles in this ball game today. He has scored a run. He's got an RBI. Started the day with a batting average of .294. And the pitch there is going to be down low for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. It's 7-2. Hastings is trailing here. We are in the 5th inning of play. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. It's going to be in there for a strike in the outside corner. 1-1 is the count. Craig with a .294 batting average to start the day here today. 15 base hits and 51 trips to the plate. Next pitch is going to be outside for a ball. It's now 2 balls and 1 strike. 2 men out for Northwestern here in the 5th inning. Craig, a right-handed hitter. Here comes the 2-1 pitch, and it's going to come inside and hits him. Beans him around the left thigh there. As Jack Craig is going to take first base for Northwestern. Drew Dykstra is going to come up there next for the Red Raiders. Dykstra, he popped one to the third baseman back there in the 2nd inning. Had an RBI single in the 4th and scored a run. Dykstra starting the day with a batting average of .240 on the season. Pitch here is going to be outside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Runner is on for the Red Raiders down there at first base. Elijah Merritt will hold him on defensively. There goes the runner at first. The throw down there by Delgado is not going to be in time. Slides through there from Valdez, who is covering the bag. The shortstop for the Broncos. But a swipe there by Jack Craig. Even if that throw by Delgado was going to be on the money there, Craig would have been in there safely. A good jump over there at first base. So now the man on in scoring position at second in a 7-2 ball game. There's the ball. It's going to be popped up, and it's going to get out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 teams splitting a doubleheader yesterday. Northwestern winning 7-0 in the opener. Hastings winning the nightcap last night 11-6. Next pitch is going to be fouled back at us again. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Drew Dykstra. Number 6 in the batting order. Craig is down there at second base for the Red Raiders, but there's 2 men out. Next pitch there is going to be way outside for a ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Umbrellas are still up. in the stands here. Next pitch going to be fouled down the first base line. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. The skies again have lightened up a little bit from what they were, but still some heavy mist falling here into Duncan Field here this afternoon. 2-2 is the count to Dykstra. Next pitch is going to be popped up. It's going to be out here toward second base, and finally Valdez comes over and makes the catch, the shortstop, and the inning is over as Drew Dykstra is going to fly out to the shortstop, Jace Valdez. Northwestern, they scored no runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning with a score, Northwestern 7, Hastings 2. You're listening to Bronco Baseball.
There's a noticeable difference when you walk into Tom Dinsdale CDJR in Hastings. You can't miss the exceptional customer service that we're known for, or the huge emphasis we place on providing unsurpassed vehicle service with experienced technicians and quality parts. And of course, we think big when it comes to giving back to the community that has supported us for so many years. At Tom Dinsdale, we take tremendous pride in serving our friends, family, and neighbors throughout central Nebraska. See for yourself. Stop by Dinsdale CDJR today.
With the spring weather upon us, Bob Sass Flowers has everything you need to feel that spring sunshine in your home. Colorful spring silks, spring-scented candles, and spring home decor. Springtime also brings high school proms. We offer custom corsage, boutonnieres, and handheld bouquets. Call us today to order yours. Located at 2618 West 2nd in Hastings, serving Hastings since 1955.
You are listening to Extreme Sports, Central Nebraska's new home for sports.
Hastings College Baseball brought to you in part by Industrial Irrigation, by Bosselman Energy, and by the Butler Vollen Funeral Home and Cremation Center of Hastings. All right, Northwestern with a lead, 7-2 over Hastings. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Jaden Stone is going to lead things off for the Broncos here in this inning. And the pitch to him is going to be down low for a ball. Micah DeHaan continues to throw out there for the Red Raiders of Northwestern. Right-handed thrower. Pitch there to Stone is going to be down low for a ball. DeHaan so far, we've got him at 67 total pitches so far. Getting up 4 hits, 2 runs. There's a swing and a miss there. No walks for DeHaan. He's got, 3 strikeouts. 2 balls and 1 strike here to Jaden Stone as we lead off the bottom of the 5th inning here. 7-inning game between these two teams in the opener. There's a ball that's going to be hit to right center field. That's going to find the gap out there. Stone is on his high horse. He's heading for second base. He makes the big turn. He's going to try for 3. Here comes the throw in. Head first slide, and he is in there safely. Jaden Stone gets a leadoff triple here in the bottom of the 5th inning in the gap out there in the right center field. And Jaden Stone, he didn't hesitate at all. He's going to make it around the third base one way or the other. He leads off the bottom of the 5th inning with a triple here for the Broncos. For Stone, that is his 3rd triple of the season as he goes sliding into the bag at third base. Mason Mauser is coming up there next, so the Broncos trying to cut the deficit here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Hastings with a run in the 2nd and a run in the 4th. There's a bouncing ball toward the shortstop. A run is coming to score. The throw across the diamond at first base is going to be in time. Richnowski comes up with that one, although the throw was to the outfield side of the bag down there at first. Mauser is going to ground out to a shortstop for the first out. That produces a run. Stone comes in to score from third base. And it's now a 7-3 ball game in favor of the Red Raiders. Jace Valdez coming up to the plate next for the Broncos. He's going to take a strike here. 0-1 to Jace Valdez. 0 for 2 so far in this ball game. He's grounded out to short. He's reached on an error. He's scored a run here in the ball game today. A 200 hitter on the season. Here's that ball out toward right field. And the settling under will be Jack Craig, and he makes the catch. Jace Valdez will fly out to right field for the second out here in the fifth inning. Jared Delgado is coming up there next. Delgado, he has struck out twice so far today. First time the catcher drops the third strike, and Delgado got down to first base. Came around to eventually score the first run of the ball game for the Broncos in the second inning. There's a ball that's going to be hit to the left side. That's going to get through there for a base hit. Picked up there by Dystra, the left fielder. So Jared Delgado gets his first base hit of the ball game as he singles to left field. Elijah Merritt coming up there next. Merritt, he's got a couple of base hits already in this ball game. He's got a double and a single. Now a courtesy runner is coming out to a run for your catcher in Delgado down there at first base. Hastings out. Hastings trailing the ball game by a score of 7-3 here in this ball game. Here comes the pitch to the plate on Elijah Merritt. It's going to be inside for a ball. Ben Richter is going to be your base runner again down there at first base, running for your catcher and Jared Delgado. So Richter takes his lead. There's a ball hit toward third, foul territory. Northwestern 7, Hastings 3. You're listening to Bronco Baseball here today on Extreme Sports. This is the third game of a 4-game series between these two teams. They're scheduled to play another one after this today, but a decision will be made as soon as the first one is completed. Next pitch is going to be down low for a ball. It's now 2 balls and 1 strike. The Nebraska baseball team, they're playing Oregon State today in Lincoln. Nebraska's softball team, they're starting their series with Purdue today. Adams Central and Hastings High baseball teams also playing today. Hastings High playing at Beatrice. Adams Central playing in the Elkhorn tournament this weekend. Next pitch is up high for a ball. 3 balls and 1 strike now to Elijah Merritt. Tristan Martinez would be next. 3-1. There's 2 outs for the Broncos here in the bottom of the 5th inning. There's the next pitch, swung on and missed, and it's now 3 balls and 2 strikes. Merritt has walked 9 times so far this year. He has struck out 15 times. Base runner down there is Ben Richter at first base for Hastings. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. It's going to be down low for a ball, and he walks him. Elijah Merritt gets a walk. He heads down to the bag at first. Richter is on at second base. Tristan Martinez coming to the plate next. And now I think we have a pitching change. Headman for Northwestern pops out of the first base dugout here at the last minute, just as Martinez was going to settle into the batter's box, and the call of the pin has been made. We're going to have a pitching change coming up here for the Red Raiders of Northwestern. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Northwestern 7, Hastings 3. You're listening to Bronco Baseball on Extreme Sports.
Need a Need a power boost after a serious workout? Stick with the original recovery drink. Highland Dairy's chocolate milk contains 13 essential nutrients, including protein and electrolytes, helping you build muscle and hydrate better than water. Our Chocolicious milk is perfect for building healthy bones in little ones and maintaining bone health in adults. It's chocolate milk with no artificial growth hormones and is locally made, so you know you're getting the best for your body. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
Family Medical Center of Hastings is the place to go for all your healthcare needs. Their team is trained to treat the whole person regardless of age. They provide a wide range of medical care, including acute care, routine health screenings, and treatment of chronic conditions. They're dedicated to providing you with the best care in the most cost-effective manner. Family Medical Center, as an independent clinic, has served the community for over 65 years. Your family's home for healthcare. 1021 West 14th Street. Proud to support all area student athletes.
Bored of the same old sports coverage? Get on the cutting edge of sports with Extreme Sports.
That ball hammered deep toward left into the well. That ball is gone!
The biggest plays, breaking news, and we can't forget the best sports talk.
Let's be great. Let's be great.
We are Extreme Sports.
New pitcher for the Red Raiders is going to be Corey McKinney. McKinney is throwing 12 innings for Northwestern this year. No decisions. He has no saves. 2.25 is his earned run average. Out of those 12 innings, he's given up 10 hits and 5 runs. 3 of those earned, 5 base on balls, 19 strikeouts. Teams are hitting only .227 against him. He comes up there with his team out on top here by a score of 7-3 over Hastings, but the Broncos have got base runners on at first and second base, 2 men out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Tristan Martinez is at the plate here for Hastings. The pitch is going to be in there for a strike, 1-1. Martinez has reached on an error this ball game, and he's also flown out to left field. 0 for 2. Started the day with a batting average of .235. McKinney, a right-handed thrower. There's the ball hit back up to the middle. That's going to squirt through there for a base hit. Around the bag at third, coming home is going to be Richter. Here comes the throw to third base. That's not in time. We're going to have runners at second and third base with a run in. Tristan Martinez slides into second base. Drives home the run here as Ben Richter comes in from second base to score. Elijah Merritt moves from first to third in the play, and the Broncos are back into the ball game here. 7-4 is the score now. Northwestern with a lead. That run will be charged to the numbers of Micah DeHaan. Caleb Dunnick coming to the plate next for Hastings. He has struck out once, and he's been hit by a pitch. Started the day with a batting average of .227 on the season. So 2 men out for the Broncos in a 7-4 ball game right now. Northwestern with the lead. There's the ball. It's going to be hit to center field. That's going to fall for a base hit. 1 run scores. Here comes the second one to the plate. And it's now a 7-6 ball game. Caleb Dunnick delivers with a 2-run single to center field. Barrett comes in to score from third base. Tristan Martinez comes around from second base to score. 7-6 is the count now as the Red Raiders cling to a 1-point lead or a 1-run lead. Alistair Descartes is the guy coming to the plate next. So Corey McKinney comes out of the pen for Northwestern. Gives up an RBI single. It gives up a 2-run single to Martinez and to Dunnick. And now Descartes coming to the plate next here for the Broncos. He's been hit by a pitch today, and he's grounded out once, so he's 0 for 1. .288 is his batting average to start the day. Pitch is going to be down low for a ball snagged there by your catcher, Isaac Short. Broncos have scored 4 runs here in the 5th inning. Now 7-6. Northwestern has got the lead. Here comes the pitch to the plate. It's going to be down low. Short had problems locating the ball, but he grabs it here in the right-hand batter's box. Runner stays put at first base. 2 men out here for the Broncos. Hastings has scored 3 runs with 2 men out. Next pitch is going to be in there for a strike, a breaking pitch. It hits the outside corner. The count 2 balls and 1 strike. This one's scheduled for 7 here today at Duncan Field, the first game of 2. 2 balls and 1 strike here to Descartes. There's another pitch that's going to be in there for a strike. Alisker, he's leaning away from those pitches, but they curve and they nick the corners of the plate here. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 men out. Next pitch on the way. That's going to be outside and down low. Again, Short comes up with the ball there behind the plate. We're in Northwestern. Off of the turf. Runner stays put at first base. Bronco baseball for you here today. Got started on time despite the rain and the cold and windy conditions earlier today. 7-6 is the score. Northwestern with the lead. There's a swing and a miss and a strikeout. Runner was taking off there at first base on the full count. But Descartes strikes out. Strikeout number 1 in the ball game for Corey McKinney. And the inning is over for the Broncos, but Hastings doing a little damage here in the 5th inning. Hastings scoring 4 runs, 4 base hits. No errors. A runner left on base. We go to the 6th inning. The score, Northwestern 7, Hastings 6. You're listening to Bronco Baseball.
Need a power boost after a serious workout? Stick with the original recovery drink. Highland Dairy's chocolate milk contains 13 essential nutrients, including protein and electrolytes, helping you build muscle and hydrate better than water. Our Chocolicious milk is perfect for building healthy bones in little ones and maintaining bone health in adults. It's chocolate milk with no artificial growth hormones, and it's locally made, so you know you're getting the best for your body. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
Family Medical Center of Hastings is the place to go for all your healthcare needs. Their team is trained to treat the whole person regardless of age. They provide a wide range of medical care, including acute care, routine health screenings, and treatment of chronic conditions. They're dedicated to providing you with the best care in the most cost-effective manner. Family Medical Center, as an independent clinic, has served the community for over 65 years. Your family's home for healthcare. 1021 West 14th Street. Proud to support all area student athletes.
Keep it right here. You are listening to Extreme Sports.
Mike Will back here, Duncan Field and Hastings. We head to the top of the 6th inning. Northwestern with a lead over Hastings now by a score of 7-6. Northwestern with a run in the 2nd, a run in the 3rd, 5 in the 4th inning of play. Hastings with a run in the 2nd, a run in the 4th, and then 4 in the 5th inning. 7-6. Northwestern with a lead here over the Broncos. This is going to be Rainier Castillo leading things off here for Northwestern here in the 6th. We're going to be in the bottom 3rd of the order. Isaac Short will follow him, then Brody Ayers. Northwestern 16-10 in the season. They are 5-5 in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. Currently tied for 4th place. There's a ball hit over the head of the shortstop into a left center field for a base hit. Castillo leads off the 6th inning with a base hit. Isaac Short coming up there next. Hastings right now 6-18 in the season. Broncos are sitting at 3-7 in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. Hastings has now dropped to the cellar in the Great Plains Athletic Conference after the action yesterday. 7-6 is the score. Northwestern now at the plate here in the 6th inning.
Now batting, number 20, Tyler Trout.
And now we're going to have a pinch hitter coming up here for Northwestern. Tyler Schroeder is going to come to the plate. Schroeder batting .217 on the season. 5 base hits in 23 trips to the plate. So Schroeder batting down here in the number 8 spot in the 6th inning. And the pitch is going to be outside for a ball, 1-0. Schroeder's got, 5 hits, 2 doubles on the season. He's got 2 RBIs. He has walked 6 times, and he has struck out 10 times. He's going to take a strike here, and the count is now even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. So Tyler Schroeder, a pinch hitter, a left-handed hitter here, working against the righty on the bump here for Hastings, and Easton DeBois, who's out there for the Broncos in relief. Next pitch is going to be outside for a ball. It's now 2 balls and 1 strike. Albert Broussard pitched the first 4 innings for Hastings here this afternoon, coming off of the injury list. First start of the season. There's a throw over to first base. Back in there in plenty of time is Castillo. Hastings will hold him on with Elijah Merritt. Count here at the plate, 3 balls and 1 strike to Schroeder. Next pitch is going to be outside for a ball, and he walks him. So the pinch hitter comes up there, and Dalton, check that, Tyler Schroeder is going to get his 7th walk of the season. He heads down to the bag at first. Castillo is on at second base. And now we've got a conference here on the pitcher's mound as the Hastings infield will gather here to see what they wanted to do with the base runners here. Runners on at first and second base. There's nobody out for Northwestern, and the Red Raiders have got a 1-run lead. 7-6 is the score. Brody Ayers is going to come to the plate here for Northwestern. Ayers had a run-scoring double back there in the 3rd inning. He flew out in the 4th inning of play. Sack fly to left field. Squares around the bunt here, but pulls it back and will take a pitch outside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes to the number 9 hitter in the batting order, and Brody Ayers. Scores around the bunt again, and will take a pitch inside for a ball. The throw down to second base is down in time. Castillo gets back to the bag there. A quick throw from Jared Delgado, the catcher for Hastings. Brody Ayers is your batter here. He's shown bunt the last 2 pitches. See what he likes to do here. Shows bunt again, leads it down the 3rd base line. That's going to be in foul territory. Northwestern protecting a 1-run lead here. 2 balls and 1 strike it should be. Brody Ayers, the shortstop for Northwestern, started the day with a batting average of .307. 1 for 2 in the plate so far today. He scores around the bunt there. That time he takes a strike. Elijah Merritt was charging there at first base. Two balls and 2 strikes. The next ball is going to be hit in the air. Shallow right field. That's going to fall for a base hit. Martinez could not get there, and Northwestern will have the bases loaded. Brody Ayers, a little blooper to right field. Martinez was playing deep out there because of the wind blowing that direction here today. And that one falls in there. A little blooper to right field. And now Northwestern has got the bases loaded here in the top of the 6th inning. And now Luke Roboleski is coming to the plate next. He had a 2-run triple the last time up there inning number 4. Had 7 base hits in the 2 games yesterday. And here's a pitch to him. It's going to be down low and outside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. 7-6, Northwestern with a lead here over Hastings College. Action from the Great Plains Athletic Conference here this afternoon. Bases are loaded here for Northwestern. Hastings plays with the infield in. There's a pitch that's going to be in there for a strike on the outside corner. Roboleski, a triple, and he has struck out twice here in this ball game. Next pitch is going to miss. Now 2 balls and 1 strike. This guy's got a batting average of .506 on the season. He's got 43 base hits in 85 trips to the plate. 6 doubles, a triple, 3 home runs, 18 RBIs. Takes a swing and a miss there. 2 balls and 2 strikes. One of the leading hitters in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. That baby just misses outside, and now the count is at 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 is the count with nobody out for Northwestern here in the 6th inning. 3-2 pitch on the way. Outside for a ball, and he walks, and that's going to drive home a run. That's going to drive home a run. That makes the score now 8-6 in favor of Northwestern. Bases are still loaded. And now here comes coach for Hastings going to make his way on to the pitcher's mound. We're going to see a pitching change for the Broncos. So a pitching change is coming up here for Hastings in the 6th inning. We'll take a break with a score. Northwestern 8, Hastings 6. You're listening to Bronco Baseball on Extreme Sports.
Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill has been serving Hastings and the surrounding area for more than 25 years, becoming more than just another bar and grill. It's a Hastings institution. Don't miss Wing Night every Wednesday, featuring legendary wings that are crispy, saucy, and downright delicious. Stop back on Thursday for roasted chicken. Fridays, enjoy the prime rib and seafood buffet. Then savor Bullseye's world-famous prime rib on Saturday. On Sundays, indulge in the brunch buffet from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. For over a quarter century, Bullseye's has been the go-to spot for good times, great food, and unforgettable memories. Visit Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill on West 2nd and Hastings, right across the street from the water park.
Rev up your energy and fuel your body with the protein punch you've been craving. When it comes to nutrition, Highland Dairy has a wide range of locally made products. Discover tasty ways to a stronger, healthier you with Highland's range of yogurts, smoothies, flavored milk, and cottage cheese. For parents with picky eaters and trendsetters looking to jump on the revival of cottage cheese, Highland has what you need to hit your protein goals. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
Welcome back to Extreme Sports.
All right, the new pitcher for Hastings is going to be Alexander Hardy as he comes on and throws here in the 6th inning. Hardy is 0-1 in the season with no saves. He's thrown 8 innings for the Broncos this year. His earned run average, 16.88. Out of those 8 innings, he's given up 16 hits and 17 runs. 15 of those earned. 8 base on balls and 5 strikeouts. Team's batting .390 against him. Hardy, a left-handed thrower here for the Broncos. This is going to be Devin Dirks at the plate here for the Red Raiders. The bases are loaded for Northwestern. It's now an 8-6 ball game in favor of Northwestern. Dirks, he has struck out twice today and he's also flown out to right field. Batting average on the season at .323. Hardy's pitch here is going to be fouled back to the screen. 1-2. Nobody out here for Northwestern. The Broncos need to mow down some batters here. Dirks in the ball game yesterday, 4 out of 11. 2 runs scored, had an RBI, and 3 strikeouts. Next pitch is going to be outside the strike zone, and the count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hastings again playing with the infield in with the bases loaded and nobody out. There's a called third strike and a nice pitch thrown there by Hardy. Catches Devin Dirks looking here in the 6th inning. And that's going to bring up the number 3 hitter in the batting order now, and Grant Guidry. Guidry is 0 for 3 so far today. .311 is batting average to start today. He's going to be a right-handed hitter now, working against the lefty on the hill in Alexander Hardy. There's the ball hit to center field. That's going to be a base hit. Picked up out there by Jaden Stone. 1 run comes in. Here comes the second one to the plate, and now it's a 10-6 ball game. Grant Guidry gets a single to center field to drive home 2 runs here.
Now batting number 4, Grant Rychnowski.
Moving over to third base on the play is going to be Roboleski. So it's a 10-6 ball game now. Runners are on at first and third base with 1 man out here in the 6th inning. So just as Hastings got back to within 1 at 7-6, Northwestern comes back and scores 3 runs here in the 6th inning. They now got a 4-run advantage again at 10-6. Here's a Grant Rychnowski coming to the plate next. Rychnowski with a triple and a double, and he has struck out so far in this game. He's scored a couple of runs. Bats here from the right-hand side. Hardy goes to work on him. Pitch is going to be outside for a ball. 2-0 is the count. Rychnowski yesterday, 2 out of 7 from the plate with an RBI. Had a walk, and he had 3 strikeouts. 10-6 the score. Northwestern with the lead. Next pitch is going to be inside, dancing away from that fastball was Rychnowski. And the count now 3 balls and no strikes. Base runners on at first and third base. Guidry is on at first. Roboleski over here at third base for Northwestern. 3-0 is the count here at the plate. Hardy comes set, fires one to the dish, and it's going to be in there for a strike on the inside corner. 3 balls and 1 strike. Temperature in the lower 40s here today. Winds blowing out of the north makes it feel like around the freezing mark. Next pitch is going to be down low. The ball gets away from the catcher, Delgado. And coming in to score from third base is going to be Roboleski. Rychnowski is going to get a base on balls as he heads down to the bag at first. Guidry moves on to a second base. Roboleski comes in to score as the ball squirts away from Delgado behind the plate. It's now an 11-6 ball game in favor of Northwestern. Jack Craig comes up to the plate next. Craig started the day with a batting average of .294. He had an RBI single in the second inning. Had a single in the fourth and came around to score. Was hit by a pitch in inning number 5 as he fouls away this pitch here on the first base side. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Jack Craig, the number 5 hitter in the batting order. Runners on at first and second base, still only 1 man out here for the Red Raiders. There's the ball hit to the left side. That gets by the shortstop Valdez into a left field. And the runner's going to stay put there at third base. The bases will be loaded up again as Jack Craig gets the single. Left side of the diamond right in between the third baseman in Wren and the shortstop Valdez into a left field. Northwestern doing some damage now in the 6th inning with, 4 runs already in. And now Drew Dykstra is going to come to the plate next. He represents the 9th man coming to the plate here for Northwestern in this inning. Dykstra, a .240 batting average on the season. 1 for 3 in this ball game. As the pitch comes in there from a Hardy that's going to miss. Nope, they're going to call it a strike. No balls and 1 strike here to Drew Dykstra, the number 6 hitter in the batting order. Threw a 2-hitter in game 1 of the series yesterday. Next pitch comes inside, nearly hits Dykstra. 1-1 is the count. Yeah, a 2-hitter, and he walked 2 guys. Hastings had 4 base runners in game 1 of the series yesterday in a Northwestern 7-0 win. Here comes a 1-1 pitch. It's going to be fouled away down the first base line. And the count is sitting at 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 man out. Rainier Castillo. Castillo is scheduled up there next for Northwestern. 1-2 is the count. Here's the pitch. It's going to be outside for a ball, a little bit low. 2-2 is the count now. Outfield playing pretty much at regular depth right now. The wind's blowing toward the right field corner here out of the north today. That's Duncan Field. 2-2 pitch is going to be lined down the line at right field. That's going to be in foul territory. 2 balls and 2 strikes. (11-6) the score. Northwestern with the lead. There's a ball hit to the right side. Guy gets through there in the right field for a base hit. A run is going to score here as Drew Dykstra gets a single to drive home a run. Grant Guidry comes in from third base to score. Ball picked up out there by Martinez out in the right field. And now Northwestern is batted around here in the 6th inning. We get back to Castillo now, who led off this inning with a single and eventually came around to score. So Northwestern now with a lead over the Broncos. The score is 12-6. Hastings have pulled within 7-6 late in the ball game. Northwestern has scored 5 runs here in this inning, and they're still looking for more with only 1 man out. Castillo to the plate. Takes a pitch inside for a ball here. He's hit into a double play today. He's walked in the 4th inning and came around to score. He's also got a single in this game in the 6th inning to lead things off here, and came around to score one of the runs. There's a ball hit out to right field. Martinez comes in and makes the catch out there in right field. The runner's going to tag at third base. He's going to score. They throw to third base as the runner is also tagging from second to moving to third. That's Jack Craig. So Rick Nofsky, he is going to score on the play as he tags up from third base. Castillo is going to fly out to right field. Martinez with a nice catch out there in right field. But the run comes in to score as he comes in and tags up from third base. It's now a 13-6 ball game. Runners are on at first and third base. And here comes Schroeder back up there. Tyler Schroeder comes back up there. Schroeder had a walk to earlier in this inning. Schroeder with a batting average of .217 in the season. Now 7 walks and 10 strikeouts so far this season. Fastball thrown there by Alexander Hardy. That's going to be outside for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes. Northwestern has broke this game open here in the 6th inning with 6 runs so far. There's 2 outs here in the inning. Runners on at first and third base. There goes the runner at first. And it's going to be fouled away. So Dykstra will go back to first base. Jack Craig is over here at third. 2 men out. Schroeder has a count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. Alexander Hardy working for the stretch. Here comes the next pitch to the plate. That's going to be outside for another ball. So now 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 the count with a couple of men out here in the inning. There goes the runner at first. The pitch is going to be lined down the right field side. It's going to be in foul territory. Dykstra will come back to the bag at first. Jack Craig is over here at third base for Northwestern. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch to the plate. Hit out in front of the plate. Grabbed there by Delgado. His throw down to first is going to be in time, and Schroeder is retired in the play. And the Northwestern is retired here in the 6th inning, but not before the Red Raiders explode for 6 runs. And we head to the bottom of the 6th inning with a score: Northwestern 13, Hastings 6. You're listening to Bronco Baseball on Extreme Sports.
Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill has been serving Hastings and the surrounding area for more than 25 years, becoming more than just another bar and grill. It's a Hastings institution. Don't miss Wing Night every Wednesday, featuring legendary wings that are crispy, saucy, and downright delicious. Stop back on Thursday for broasted chicken. Fridays, enjoy the prime rib and seafood buffet. Then savor Bullseye's world-famous prime rib on Saturday. On Sundays, indulge in the brunch buffet from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. For over a quarter century, Bullseye's has been the go-to spot for good times, great food, and unforgettable memories. Visit Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill on West 2nd and Hastings, right across the street from the water park.
Rev up your energy and fuel your body with the protein punch you've been craving. When it comes to nutrition, Highland Dairy has a wide range of locally made products. Discover tasty ways to a stronger, healthier you with Highland's range of yogurts, smoothies, flavored milk, and cottage cheese. For parents with picky eaters and trendsetters looking to jump on the revival of cottage cheese, Highland has what you need to hit your protein goals. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
Welcome back to Extreme Sports.
All right, Mike Will back here at Duncan Field in Hastings. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. This one's scheduled for 7 here today. Hastings will bring up 9-1-2 in the batting order here in the 6th inning. Colton Wren will lead things off for Hastings. Wren is a third baseman. He is singled today and he is grounded out once. 1 for 2. .333 batting average to start today for Colton Wren. There's a ground ball toward the second base. Going to be fielded there. The throw over to first is going to be in time. Castillo gets it over to Riknowski to record the out. Wren is retired in the play from second to first. That's going to bring up Jaden Stone next. So Jaden Stone is going to be up there next. He is 1 for 3 in this ball game. Yeah, Stone had a triple his last time up there. Scored a run in the 5th inning. Popped to third base and also had a pop fly out to left field. So he's 1 for 3 today. Stone starts the day with a batting average at .333. Broncos had pulled to within 7-6. And now Northwestern has scored 6 runs there. Wow. Jaden Stone just swings and misses, and the bat slips out of his hands. A lot of moisture today with the mist and everything else that's been around today. So Jaden Stone swings, and he lets go of the bat. Now he comes over and does a little work on his bat handle here. So no balls and 2 strikes to Jaden Stone. He chases his bat down. That was down here toward the Northwestern dugout down the line. 13-6 is the score. Northwestern has got the lead. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. There's the next pitch to Stone. It's going to be outside for a ball. 1-2. This is the 3rd game of a 4-game series between these two teams. They're scheduled to play another one beginning at 3:30 this afternoon. There's a swing and a miss there by Stone as he goes after an outside pitch and swings and misses. Stone strikes out.
Number 8, Mason Mauser.
Mason Mauser coming up to the plate next. He strikeout number 2 in the ball game now for Corey McKinney. What they told me earlier today is they're going to make a determination after the first ball game today on whether or not to play game number 4 today because of the conditions that are expected to deteriorate throughout the afternoon. The winds are expected to pick up and maybe could see some snow later on. So they're going to make a determination after the first ball game on whether or not to play game number 4 of the series today. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning here. Mason Mauser is at the plate. He takes a strike here. No balls and 2 strikes. Mauser is 0 for 3 in this ball game. He's flown out to right field. He's in into a double play, and he is grounded out. Started the day with a batting average of .255. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. It's going to be popped up here. It's going to stay in the infield. Ayers, the shortstop, is going to call for it, and he will make the catch. And the inning is over as the Broncos go down in order here in inning number 6. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. We'll go to the top of the 7th inning. This score, Northwestern 13, Hastings 6. You're listening to Bronco Baseball.
There's a new tomorrow on the other side of the horizon. There are houses to make into homes, businesses to be built, and friendships to enjoy.
Someday's gonna be one day soon.
Build your tomorrow with a bank you can rely on. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be.
At Bosselman Energy Companies, we take pride in being a trusted partner to our customers, a strong presence in the communities we serve, and a family business that truly cares. Founded in Grand Island in 1948, Bosselman Energy has grown into a diverse group of companies with locations across the Midwest. We supply local communities with essential petroleum products that fuel farms, power industries, and heat homes. With over 70 years of industry experience, Bosselman Energy remains committed to the principles that have guided us from the beginning, ensuring our continued success for generations to come.
This is Patrick Mahomes, and you are listening to Extreme Sports.
All right, back here at Duncan Field, we head to inning number 7 here today. (13-6) is the score. Northwestern will come up to the plate here. Cooper Guerin is going to be the new pitcher for Hastings. Guerin is 0-1 on the season. He's thrown 5 1/3 innings. His earned run average is at 11.81. Out of those 5 1/3 innings, he's given up 8 base hits and 8 runs. 7 of those runs earned, 4 base and balls, 2 strikeouts. Team's batting .400 against him. So Cooper Guerin is going to get some time on the mound now for Hastings, and the pitch is going to be popped up out here to right field. Martinez is going to settle under it and make the catch. So Cooper Guerin going to get some action on the hill now on the bump here for the Broncos.
Luke Robleski.
And Luke Robleski coming to the plate next as Ayers is going to fly out to right field to begin the 7th inning. Wroblewski up there now. Guerin will fire a ball to the plate here. It's going to be outside. 1-0 the count. Guerin is a right-handed thrower here for the Broncos. 1-0 the count. Next pitch by Guerin is going to be a little bit outside. 2-0 is the count. Northwestern right now currently tied for 4th place in the conference after their win yesterday over Hastings. They're sitting at 5-5 in the conference. Concordia, Morningside, Dakota Wesleyan, the top 3 teams in conference play. Briarcliff and Northwestern then tied for 4th place at 5-5 as action gets underway today. Hastings is down here in the cellar right now. There's a swing and a miss there, and a strikeout as Guerin comes on and strikes out the leading hitter on the team for Northwestern, and Luke Wroblewski. But that's the 3rd time today that he is struck out. He's got a .506 batting average on the year. He's got a 2-run triple, but he's struck out now 3 times in the game. Devin Dirks is going to come up there next. Devin Dirks, he's got 3 strikeouts in this game. Plus, he's flown out to right field. 2 men out here for Northwestern. We are in the top of the 7th inning here. 13-6, the Red Raiders with a lead. Northwestern scoring 6 runs in the 6th inning after Hastings had cut the lead down to 7-6. Now 2 balls and 1 strike here to Devin Dirks. Grant Goodray would be next here for the Red Raiders. Here comes the next pitch. Is going to be in there for a strike. 2-2 the count down to Devin Dirks. Goodray, there's a ball hit to a third base, and a throw across the diamond is going to be in time. I was going to say, Cooper Guerin gets his sign, and he throws it to the plate. The ball hit the third base, and Devin Dirks is thrown out in the play from third to first. Anyway, inning is in the books here. Top of the 7th inning. Northwestern goes down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the 7th. The score is Northwestern 13, Hastings 6. You're listening to Bronco Baseball.
Sundays are meant for relaxation and indulgence, and there's no better place to do it than at Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill in Hastings. Enjoy the Sunday brunch buffet from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., featuring an irresistible spread of breakfast favorites that will make your taste buds dance. Choose from fluffy pancakes, sizzling bacon, fresh fruits, and so much more. It's all you can eat and everything you could ever want. Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill, located at 2017 West 2nd, across from the water park in Hastings.
If you experience air conditioning problems this summer, call the experts at Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning of Hastings. Ruts is a local, family-owned business with over 45 years of experience in the HVAC industry. They service all makes and models of heating and cooling equipment for both residential and commercial customers. You can trust Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning to complete all repairs, installations, and maintenance work on time. If you're shopping for a new air conditioner or heating system, remember Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning. They have a broad range of systems to choose from. Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning. Call 402-463-4853.
All right, back here at Duncan Field, we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. This is Jace Valdez at the plate here. Corey McKinney continues to throw out there for Northwestern. There's the ball. It's going to be hit to right field. Plenty of room out there, and making the catch is going to be Jack Craig. And Jace Valdez will fly out to right field to begin the bottom of the 7th inning.
Number 4, Jared Delgado.
Jared Delgado coming up to the plate next for Hastings. Delgado with a .311 batting average to start today. He has struck out twice, and he is singled in this ball game. 1 for 3 in the ball game for Delgado as he swings and gets a foul tap here. Delgado in the doubleheader yesterday. He was 2 for 8 from the plate with an RBI, 3 strikeouts. Delgado taking a little stroll around the right-hand batter's box here. May have fouled a ball away off of his leg or maybe his hand down there. He's all right, touches the corner of the plate, and he's ready to go. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. It's going to be outside for a ball. 1-1 is a count to Jared Delgado. He's done all the catching chores for Hastings in this series so far. There's a pitch that's going to be in there for a strike on the outside corner. 1-2. Corey McKinney continues to nibble away at the corners here today. He's on in relief. He's done a good job. Micah DeHaan was the starter for Northwestern. Next pitch is going to be up high for a ball. Corey McKinney came on in the 5th inning. We're now here in the bottom of the 7th with this team out on top 13-6. There's the ball hit down the line in left field. That's going to be in fair territory. Chased down out there by Dykstra in the corner around the first base, and heading for second will be Jared Delgado. He gets a double here with the Broncos in the 7th inning. So Delgado sends that right down the line in the left field, down in the corner. Finally chased down by Drew Dykstra. And now here comes Elijah Merritt coming up to the plate next. Merritt down here in the number 5 hole. He's got a double. He's got a single so far today. He's got a base on balls, so he's officially 2 for 2. Batting average at .288 on the year for Elijah Merritt. Broncos still have some life here in the 7th inning. There's a pitch in there for a strike from Corey McKinney. 0-1 to Elijah Merritt here for the Broncos, batting from the right-hand side. Merritt waiting on the pitch. Here it comes. It's going to be outside for a ball. A little bit low. 1-1. There's the count down to Elijah Merritt. Merritt yesterday 3 out of 7 in the doubleheader. 2 runs scored, an RBI, had a walk and a strikeout. He swings and misses here. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Merritt. Tristan Martinez would be next here for the Broncos. Hastings trailing 13-6 here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Next pitch is going to be a fastball that just misses inside 2-2. Elijah Merritt backs out of the batter's box, and now he's ready to go. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Next pitch, breaking pitch that hangs up high, 3-2. Merritt leads the team in RBIs to start the game today. He had 14 of them. 9 base on balls, 15 strikeouts. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the next pitch. It's going to be in there for a cold third strike on the outside corner. Caught Merritt. In fact, he made a move toward first base. But Elijah Merritt is rung up here in the 7th inning. That's going to be strikeout number 3 in the ball game for Corey McKinney. Tristan Martinez is going to come to the plate next. Martinez has reached on an error. He's flown out to left field, and he's got an RBI single. He takes a swing there, and he's swinging a miss. No balls and 1 strike to Martinez. Hastings with a base runner at second base. 0-1 pitch. Check swing foul. First base side. No balls and 2 strikes. Caleb Dunnick would be next for Hastings if Martinez can get on board. We've got 2 men out here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. 13-6. Northwestern with the lead. Next pitch is going to be inside for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Martinez. Corey McKinney comes set, fires one to the plate. That's going to be a down low. In fact, a Bounces out in front of the plate. Isaac Short grabs that one behind the dish, keeps that ball in front of him, keeps the runner at second base for Hastings. Martinez has walked 3 times so far this year. He has struck out 7 times. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 men out here in the 7th. There's a pitch way outside and a swing and a miss, and a strikeout in the ball game is over as Tristan Martinez strikes out here in the ball game. Northwestern wins this contest. The final score of 13-6 as the Red Raiders will take this game 3 of the series at Duncan Field. So 13-6, the final score in this ball game. We'll come back and check the totals after this. You are listening to Bronco Baseball.
If you experience air conditioning problems this summer, call the experts at Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning of Hastings. Ruts is a local, family-owned business with over 45 years of experience in the HVAC industry. They service all makes and models of heating and cooling equipment for both residential and commercial customers. You can trust Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning to complete all repairs, installations, and maintenance work on time. If you're shopping for a new air conditioner or heating system, remember Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning. They have a broad range of systems to choose from. Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning. Call 402-463-4853.
The weather is warming up, and that means only one thing. It's baseball season. Whether it's Hastings High, Adams Central, or Hastings College baseball this spring, you'll be able to catch the action on Extreme Sports. And this summer, Extreme Sports will be the exclusive voice for Hastings American Legion baseball. Whether it's Hastings 5 Points Bank, Hastings Johnson Imperial Homes, or Hastings Runza, all the big games will be right here. Listen online at x-streamsports.com, on your smartphone with our free mobile app, or on your Alexa-enabled smart speaker. Just say, Alexa, play Extreme Sports. Central Nebraska's new home for sports is Extreme Sports.
Welcome back to Extreme Sports.
All right, Northwestern wins the first game here today. Final score is 13-6 over Hastings. 13 runs, 12 base hits, 2 errors for Northwestern. Hastings had 6 runs, 8 hits, and 2 errors. So the Broncos drop one here today. Winning pitcher for Northwestern in this ball game was Micah DeHaan. DeHaan threw 4 2/3 innings. Gives up 5 hits, 5 runs, 1 base on balls, and 3 strikeouts. Corey McKinney came on, threw 2 1/3 innings. He gives up 3 hits with a run, no walks, and he had 4 strikeouts in the game. Albert Broussard was the starter for Hastings in this one. He went 4 innings today, gave up 7 hits and 7 runs. 1 base on balls and 6 strikeouts. Also saw Cooper Guerin out there, Alexander Hardy, and Easton DeBuse throwing for the Broncos in the ball game. Hastings had 8 total hits in the ball game today. Elijah Merritt had 2. Jared Delgado, he had a couple of base hits for Hastings there at the top of the order. Northwestern, they hammer out 12 base hits in the game today. Jack Craig, he had 3 of them. Craig was 3 for 3 at the plate with an RBI as the Northwestern wins the ball game today. Final score of 13-6 over Hastings. So the Broncos are now 6-19 on the season. They are 3-8 in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. Northwestern improves to 17 wins and 10 losses. They are now 6-5 in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. So again, the final in the first game, 13-6, Northwestern with the win. We've got another game scheduled coming up here, the 9-inning affair, and it looks like they're going to decide to play that game. We'll let you know officially coming up, but it looks like as of now, they're going to play the fourth game of the series here today. And we'll have it in about 30 minutes from right now, right back here at Duncan Field. So again, Northwestern wins the first game of the series here today. The third game of the series overall, they beat the Broncos by the score of 13-6.
Awful, and they still ended up with 88 points, which just goes to show you the kind of high-level tempo we're going to see.
The theme of the first weekend was chalk, with a lot of the favorites obviously doing well. Then the Sweet 16, all of the favorites advance again. Are you